All right, everybody, let's kick it into gear. They said we couldn't do it, okay? They say we can't do it, but guess what? We do it. We do it. And then you know what they say? Oh, we had it all wrong. All right, guys, you know what we do on this channel. We're on a hunt for the dumbest content on YouTube. And there's one place we can always go for the most backward crap. And that is, of course, what is this crap called? The Daily Wire. So here we go. Let's
call a crackhead.
So you've already started to see the press rollout for Disney's Strange World, right? That's going to come out next week, just in advance of Thanksgiving. Presumably it'll do big box office because parents won't know what to do.
Okay.
Presumably it'll do big box office.
So if you wish to teach your kids that, by all means, take them to see Strange World. And if maybe you don't want to indoctrinate your kids in this crap, perhaps you should stop giving your money to Disney+.
Oh, great.
One of the reasons that we here at DW Plus have decided to dedicate $100 million to children's programming over the next couple of years is because we would like to provide a safe space for our kids.
Oh, yeah, but I can't wait to see some of those characters that they're going to come up for these kids' movies. Well, we have some of them here. Let's check them out. Oh, this is Goosey Goose Stepper. We got Peppa Poo. Thomas the Oil Billionaire. Oh, these are great.
The idea here is that you're going to get all the Republicans on record as to whether they support or do not support same-sex marriage. Now, let me just put this out there for the Republican senators.
Okay.
If you vote in favor of the idea that society has an obligation to recognize male-male or female-female dyads in the same way that society has an obligation to recognize male-female
dyads,
you should not be in the Republican Party. You shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
The reason I say this?
So, guys, this is a new part of the beautiful conservative tradition, and it is a beautiful tradition. Take it seriously, okay? So let's show it some respect. And part of that tradition is getting mad about cartoons. Edmund Burke, the father, the intellectual father of conservatism, Edmund Burke. Back in his time, in the late 1700s, you had to you look in a thing and you crank it. And it was a woman on a horse, and he goes, "This is the end of civilization. This is the downfall of whatever crap." And people were like, "Calm down, Edmund." So what Ben Shapiro's pretending to be pissed off for money about this time is a Disney movie called Strange World. Strange World. Wow, great. And it supposedly has a gay romance between some of the characters. By the way, just as a little side note, for this, he's really pissed off. This is the end of Western crap or whatever. This movie is rated PG, which stands for parental guidance. Meaning if you're, for example, some kind of lunatic conservative who's going to get all worked up about a gay romance storyline, you can guide your kids to go see another movie. Go see some Dwayne The Rock Johnson crap or something. Or you could do what I do and stay home and watch Chef John Pierre.
Okay, enough already. Done.
Joining us online is Matt Walsh, host of The Matt Walsh Show on Daily Wire Plus and star of the massive hit documentary, What is a Woman? Matt recently appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast where he defended traditional marriage in the face of Joe's cynicism on this particular issue. Matt, thanks so much for joining the show. Great.
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
Okay, well, I think most people can agree on that, right? So I did watch some of the Joe Rogan interview with this guy. Joe Rogan, one of the biggest. He's one of the best. He's one of our best. Joe Rogan, the cold waters go into his head. Okay, you get out of that cold water, Joe. It doesn't do anything. There's no science behind it, Joe. All that cold water is doing to Joe is making this go like this. All he's doing in that water is freezing off his
left nut. Left nut.
But Joe Rogan really loves this transphobic documentary of this guy, so he has him on. And man, oh man, I watched some of that interview. I kind of almost felt sorry for this guy.
It gives them a feeling that they're accepted and appreciated and that they're not discriminated against because they happen to be homosexual.
So, well, what you're articulating to me is the damage that's done by gay marriage to the institution of marriage.
But how is it done? How is that in any way damaged straight people?
Because we are making the institution meaningless.
But it's not meaningless.
Well, but
it's very meaningful to the people that have it.
Subjective, symbolic, and it's about your own personal feelings.
Isn't it, though?
But I was looking in some of these Daily Wire comments, and the Daily Wire audience is they're really grappling with this one, because I think a lot of them want to be libertarians, so you'll see a lot of I don't care who gets married to who, I don't care, people should be able to marry whoever they want, but then they'll talk about a Disney movie, and they'll be like, this is indoctrination. This is indoctrination of kids. And it's like, if you don't care who gets married to who, then how is it indoctrination?
for a lot of reasons, and one of them is that we recognize that a child needs a mom and a dad, and so not that's in the Bible. Not a dad and multiple moms, but a mom and a dad. Okay. And that's going to be the best thing for the child. That's really that's what this conversation should revolve around. It's like, what's the best for a child? Every child that is born has a mother and a father. There's no other way to create a child. And is it best for that child to be raised by those two people or not? I think obviously it is.
Let's check the comments on this one. So this guy's talking about same-sex marriage. It is needed for a situation like if one goes to the hospital and only family can enter or give consent. I watched the Joe Rogan debate on the marriage issue, and I have to say Joe made the better points. Marriage really is a man-made institution. Remember, y'all, Ben is a self-proclaimed libertarian. Yeah. Classic Shapiro and Walsh L. Even a majority of your followers think you're being too extra on this one. LOL. They are being extra. That's really weird, For you to be so out of step with your audience on an issue seems kind of weird. I don't get the vibe that this is genuine, that these guys really believe this or really care about gay marriage. I have to be honest, that's my gut instinct. But we do know that the people who poured money into the Daily Wire, millions of dollars, they definitely believe this. So, money talks. Money definitely talks. And it sounds like this. Oh, the other thing that's funny is that these guys, you'll often hear them do a sort of, Jordy Peterson does this guy.
Hi.
They'll do an almost kind of like evolutionary argument for men and women. A man and a woman that's the most important crap or whatever. That's the most important societal element, is a man and a woman in a marriage with a baby. But from what I've read as a genius about, human history, modern human history, is that we've spent most of our time in groups of 20 to 30 to maybe 40 people, like little tribes, foraging tribes, egalitarian groups. There's no like two guys who get 80% of the resources and everybody else shares the remaining 20%. No, they were egalitarian. They were also equal between men and women. So that's some of that's a little bit of a problem for these guys.
So again, Republicans will have the tailwind of the culture war to back them here. Tulsi Gabbard announced yesterday that she'd left the Democratic Party. She was signing a deal actually with Fox News as a contributor. And she left the Democrats because she wasn't.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh no. Wow. What a shocker. Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi Gabbard is on Fox News? Oh yeah. Wow. That's a shock. What a shocker.
According to the Daily Mail, the U.S. men's national team have made a huge statement at the World Cup in Qatar by redesigning their crest to incorporate the rainbow flag. You see, because this is what the USA stands for. USA no longer stands for the red, white, and blue. It stands for the orange, slightly lighter orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, brown. That's what the USA stands for. It stands for the rainbow. The American flag has literally been replaced with the rainbow flag in the USA logo for the World Cup.
Yeah, so I guess it's a very drawings-based political ideology, conservatism now. I'm mad at cartoons. I'm mad at flag design. It's an Adobe Illustrator-based anger at various crap. And it's what families should be most concerned about this holiday season. By the way, there's a really funny punchline coming to all this. I mean, this guy's been going on, doing this. He's been doing this for days and days, and there's a hilarious punchline. I mean, he set these series of videos up as like those Twitter things where you swipe across and it's like, oh, this guy said one thing, and this other thing he says is totally contradicts the first thing. But this one took me, I had to rewatch the video because I was like, what is this again? Like, I kind of glazed, like, what is it? So I guess he's mad about a USA soccer logo. So that seems like a genuine thing to be upset about. Oh, they put a rainbow in the logo. Oh, I'm so pissed off. This is not manufactured outrage. This is genuine. I'm genuinely pissed off.
Like the fact that this has become the single litmus test for decency in the modern world is kind of an astonishing thing.
Okay.
And the fact that this is what America chooses to export to the world is also an astonishing. And then we wonder, why do all these people look at us as though we are a decadent West?
Okay, so anyway, we hear all this crap going on, and then he gets his friend on, and he's like, hey, yeah, marriage is between a man and a woman, so on, etc.
On and on and on about how marriage
is for men and women only. And anything else, you kiss my ass, he says. This is the refrain we've been hearing for the past couple days from this guy, and then he uploads the following video.
Well, in one piece of good news, it appears that single people actually are discovering that their entire worldview is stupid with regard to dating, which is a good thing. Maybe that is, it's easy to despair of Western civilization. But maybe marriage will be revitalized by the fact that the alternatives really, really suck. Oh. The general idea that was sold by the left, which is that complete sexual freedom and individualistic autonomy with regard to sex, that it's just about consent. Consent is the only thing you need to make for a happy sex life, as opposed to, commitment, institutions, doing this, monogamous partners. That maybe that is collapsing in on itself like a dying star, because it turns out it actually makes people very, very unhappy.
Okay, great. So you can see where this is going. This video is called The Problem with Today's Dating Culture, which is that there's too much of this. The problem with today's dating culture. He's reading a Wall Street Journal article, and I've seen this guy do this a couple times, making fun of his stupid videos, where he'll just read an article cold. He'll look at the headline, he'll be like, this is what I think about it, and then he'll kind of read it cold.
Like many singles, Mr. Summers spent months of lockdown by himself. When he returned to dating, he was surprised to find his taste had changed.
Okay, so he's reading the article. Here we go.
I realized I needed a partner of substance, said Mr. Summers, 59, who is a marketing executive.
Oh, no.
Wait, he's been doing this for 40 years? He's 59. Ah! When you read those first sentences, you're like, oh, he's probably a 25-year-old guy who's realizing that maybe he should look for someone of substance. He's 59. This is what we've done. We've created a society of 60-year-old losers who are dating around so they can screw whomever is the best. Like, what? This is
what a loser. What a loser. Why isn't this guy married? What a loser, right? Why isn't this guy married? What a loser. I think you can see where this might be. Get married. Get married, you loser. Where could this possibly be going? Let's see.
This is what you've created. Only at 59. You're 59 years old.
Yeah.
You've wasted your life.
Got him.
You have wasted your life.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. You're now your comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Oh.
Certain decisions are better than other decisions.
You got him.
Certain decisions are better than other decisions.
You're nailing him. So reading this Wall Street Journal article, then we get to the bottom. Here we go.
Mr. Summers, who is divorced, has a new dating motto: no more flakes. During the pandemic, he says he learned to enjoy his own company. That made him less afraid of being alone and more selective about whom he dates. Out are men who are handsome but shallow. In are ones who show genuine interest in him and know how to communicate. All right. Well, solid journalism.
I wonder what happened with that wipe there. Oh, that's beautiful.
This guy's a loser. He's like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. He's even worse. He's like Bowman.
This is why you got to have a little bit of work ethic, you idiot, you, and read these articles before you go on air to dump out one of these videos. You did 2 videos just the days before where you're like,
gay people shouldn't get married. That's ruining the blah, blah, blah about marriage.
Now you're demanding a gay guy get married and calling him a loser because he's 60 and he's not married. Great. Whoops.
Pre-read those articles, stupid. You got to pre-read those articles.
And then he's just like, my audience are a bunch of morons. I'll just upload this.
What do I care?
I gotta meet my quota of ad revenue from these wretched videos per day. Just upload this stupid thing. Who cares? These people are idiots anyway. It really, that wipe too. I gotta love that wipe because it really helps you appreciate the magic of video editing and all this crap because, it's in your imagination what happened between there. I would have probably said something like, why didn't I read this before? Why didn't I read this goddamn stupid article, Wall Street Journal crap, before I rolled the cameras? Or maybe he was like,
you morons! You moron producers or whatever. How come nobody told me this was a gay guy? The whole time I'm demanding his ass get married when I was already saying that they ruined marriage. I'm
a public moron now.
Anyway, guys, a great lesson that we've learned today. Always be prepared. Always be prepared the best you can. If you're going to talk about an article, maybe read it. Especially, I have to say, it's a very short article. Not a long article. Take the 3.5 minutes to read that bad boy before you make a fool of yourself. Well, guys, thank the Lord, our God. Okay, show him some respect. He's our God. Yeah, that means yours too. God damn it, show him some respect. Show him some respect, or no Christmas. Hope you guys are doing some questionable things this weekend. Have a good time. Stay safe. Don't get involved in
violent crime.
But if you do,
call a crackhead.
Oh, guys, quick note. I think the day you're watching this, Friday, I should be on the Majority Report. I think on the fun half, maybe. So please watch, guys. Tune in. It's a big deal for me, so...
Pendejo! Left nut.
Oh, hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book Oblega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind the scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you can become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible. Okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.